Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. As today, things get a little wild. Now, I'll reiterate, I have not played this location since Alpha, but as I recall, we are in for some combat here. So I should stress that I did end up going back into the difficulty and fine-tuning things a bit, just to hopefully help with the pacing a little. I will stress, we are still running on unfair for everything except for wound bloat. It turns out that between hard and unfair, the enemy health boost jumps from 120% to 180%, which does feel a bit excessive. So what I did was, rather than turn it all the way back down to hard, I hit the middle ground. We're currently sitting at 150%. And we'll fine-tune it from there. We'll see how things go today. Let's go. You will soon see everything for yourself, Ellen Tech. Fair enough. Weird you want to explain what's going on before we get there, but I suppose it does make sense. She wants to verify what's going on before she commits.
Let us not dawdle.
And yeah, obvious signs of chaos corruption.
I've never seen so many plants before, not even in our arboretum. Oh, that flower there! I read about it in one of the works by Janitor Canassian.
Your display of knowledge, atypical for a layperson, would warrant approbation, were it not for the fact that Janitor Canassian was excommunicated approximately 3 centuries ago.
Yeah, maybe don't touch anything, guys.
Is there money to be made?
I will note, while it was more subtle back at Piazza State, there were signs of chaos corruption there as well. So we've got a rebel outpost. Let's hold off on that for the moment. We'll finish clearing up top first. Oh, and more rebels. Marked as hostile, but we should really at least try to approach peacefully. We let that one guy go. We have Yurliet with us. Hello?
I'll make an example out of you.
I will level you!
Damn it! We're under attack! Kill the intruders! Stop! Lower your weapons! Hold on, brothers. I'll call for backup. Well, that certainly could have gone better. At least diplomatically. But my goodness, not on initiative. Yeah, Abby's the only one who flubbed. Oh goodness, yeah, we are going to crush these guys. Looks like it's 95% filler, with the sole exception of this sharpshooter tucked in back. Yeah, we shouldn't have any problems here. This is a nice warm-up. We'll get right in their face. Wipe out the bulk of them before they even get to go. We'll tuck our own snipers in back. Get our melee up front, but remember that Abelard is going last. Okay, let's do this. First things first, let's thin them out. Pass can handle the closer group. We'll have Adira focus over here. Ooh, there we go. That's perfect. Four out. Oh, make that 5. And yeah, see, this really does kind of stress the weirdness of the percentage-based wound bloating. With these guys, it's largely meaningless because, you know, their base wounds are so low, we'd be one-shotting them regardless. It's the elite and advanced units that kind of become the problem. Like that group we faced off with when we first landed on Janus. Pretty much all those guys were tier 2 and up, you know, minimum 90 hit points after bloating. Whereas these guys, even if you doubled their wounds, would be sitting at 60.
Significant value.
Nice. The exception, of course, being the sharpshooter in back. He's sitting at 102. So 153 under the current settings. Would have been about 184 if we had left it on default. Again, not really an issue with this particular fight. This fight is a glorified warm-up. But definitely more of an issue if they had thrown more advanced units at us, like they did with that opening ambush.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Though really, I think the main issue would just be the inherently tanky units, you know, as we ran into with that pink horror back on Footfall. The units that already inherently have 400 or 500 wounds. Their wound bloating just becomes unwieldy. It actually reminds me of the brief period I got to play in a 4th edition game back in the day. Dungeons & Dragons, not Rogue Trader. You know, classically I always ran games. I didn't generally get to play in them.
That is not
but, you know, one of my regulars wanted to try his hand at running a game, so me and a couple of the other guys, almost all game masters ourselves, sat in on it. And it wasn't bad. I mean, he was decent. The problem being, of course, that he was, you know, new to running games, and we all had much more experience than he did. So what he did to try to compensate, because we could just crush most of the encounters we ran across, was double all the hit point counts. And early on, it wasn't really an issue, especially since my specific character was an absurdly over-the-top Dragonborn sorcerer with a focus on AoE crowd control.
Beneath me.
And over time, the Game Master obviously tried to find ways to compensate for that. Initially in good ways. The opponents became slightly tougher, they tended to spread out more, they would use terrain to better advantage, to avoid making themselves as vulnerable to AoE tactics. The problem being, of course, that I wasn't the only threat he was dealing with. He also had, you know, another Warlord controller on the field, and a brick fighter, and an experienced controller healer. And, you know, when he tried to compensate for one person, i.e. me, he would leave himself vulnerable to other tactics, so eventually what he ended up defaulting to was just leaning more and more heavily on solo or small groups of elite units, and then just really cranking up their hit point pools. And the problem was that didn't really make the fights more challenging, it just made them more tedious.
I'll see to it personally.
And, you know, I think that's just the point where I started checking out, because I liked my character, I liked the game he was running, but the combat just wasn't engaging. It was just a big time sink that actively detracted from the other more enjoyable components, and
Who, if not me?
that's kind of where I'm sitting with Rogue Trader, trying to find a good balance, where, like, I want us to have fun with the combat, but I also don't want it to be padded out to the point where it actively detracts from all the other stuff that we should also be enjoying. I mean, obviously we weren't under much threat with this particular fight,
I
but
always keep my options open.
we should have some tougher ones coming up. That should give us a better idea of where we're sitting on the balance right now. Hunting rifle. Solid damage, decent armor pen. No dodge mitigation, but we do get plus 40 to hit. Oh, that ammo count, though. That's really the killer. I mean, the extra damage against larger foes is nice, but we'd have to reload every other round. That's just not really workable. That is a shame. The pad is speckled with black tracks and scratches. Judging by the evidence of landings and takeoffs, flying machines land here on a regular basis. It could be one of the local types of shuttles.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Oh. Looks like the guy going for reinforcements didn't get far. That's probably fine. The Xeno ruins visible from under the green canopy look remarkably intact. It seems time and the elements have no power over this bright material. What is that supposed to be? Orichalcum? Wraithbone? I'm not super familiar with Eldari. Never really been much of an elf guy.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Sorry, Abby. I assumed you were more capable. My mistake.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Alright, Abby, let's try this again. Hey, there we go. Oh, but these skill checks, my goodness. The mutilated body is covered in deep lacerations. Okie dokie. Well, at least we pulled some XP from the climbing. Better than nothing, I suppose.
Your species is aware of mutilated forms of the undersized wisdom. Does anamorphic ersatz veneration of the Deus Mechanicus exist in your culture?
We venerated Thor, the smith and craftsman, but he is nothing like your ugly deity. He has never sought to replace our souls with wraithbone sculptures.
I mean, yearly Ed, I'm no expert, but isn't that basically what the Wraith Guard are?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I feel like you don't really have a lot of room to criticize there. Oh, snap. Yeah, this is the part I was dreading. We are essentially a coin flip on every demo check. Okay. Could have been worse. Failed the check, but no injury. The touch of she who thirsts has disfigured the Lelathan down to the smallest of her children. How deep does the corruption run? This plant, once a harmless shrub, has now completely changed. Its outer tissue is cracked from the juices swelling in its pulp, and now oozing down the leaves in murky rivulets. The mutation looks like the result of some powerful sorcery.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh. And yet more dead rebels. Is that our guy who went running for reinforcements? I mean, the tower's right there. No, I think it was the guy up top. This guy's got a helmet. I think the one who ran had a deer stalker. Though this might be the reinforcements he was trying to go get. Oh, nice. Wow, got really lucky on that one. Okay, so obvious signs of trouble here. Let's be on our guard. This Vox Tower was assembled from parts clearly not intended for such a use. Among the support beams and plasteel sheets, you see arches from containers and fasteners from agri-cisterns. Nice. Decent assortment of cargo. Yeah, not bad. And recoil gloves. Reduces recoil on automatics by 50%. Not bad at all, if we actually used automatic weapons. Oh, and here we go. These creatures were once so timid, so reticent. Could the seed of evil truly have taken root in them as well? I mean, I'm not one to rush to judgment, but I feel like the pile of corpses might imply yes. Oh boy, and this setup might actually be a bit of a problem because we are definitely not a close quarters crew. Alright, we're going to try to have Pass hold the one on rear until we can kill it, while Abby delays the ones on front. That's the hope, anyway. Obviously, if either of them actually drops, we are in immediate, massive trouble. Okay, nobody die. Cast for the half turn. Immediately tag in Abby. Grab their attention. Go full defense. Hopefully that's stuck. Adira, let's get more buffs piled on.
But of course.
And DOTs.
Anything else?
So yeah, if we were running full unfair, these guys would have about 250 and 500 each. Still pretty bricky, though. Even at just plus 50 instead of plus 80. Oh, shoot. That was the wrong zone. I meant to slap damage zone on our snipers. That's fine. I can fix it with Cass. Big advantage of having 3 grand strats is that we can rezone on the fly. Speaking of which,
I have read tomes of military tactics.
there we go. Dodge zone on rear. Damage zone on snipers. Prop up Abby. Go for stuns. Yeah, 1-2 combo. Nice. Embrace eternity. Stunned this one. We'll take it. Pascal. Damage debuff.
Request approved.
Pass tack. And pot shot, why not? Nah, that's fine. I guess I could give past the hunting rifle. I'll have to think on that. Should have seen that coming. Oh, gosh. Okay, you know what? That could have been way worse. We're good. Let's clear the rear. Let's slay down bounties. Largely meaningless, though, unless she actually gets the kill herself. Though there is a talent she can pick up that lets her share the reward.
If it serves your cause.
I think there's actually two. I think there's one that grants accuracy bonuses to allies, and then another that grants her half rewards if an ally kills her prey.
I'll see to it personally.
But I'm not sure where it all ended up after the latest round of balance fixes, you know? Nice. And Abby, just hang in there, bud.
I will do my duty.
Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me, who believes in you. Oh, no, crap. I should have used Force Distraction on Adira. That's fine, that's fine. We're good. We'll just take some more precautions. Blast this thing in the face. Nice. Yeah, I've got to get her subtle sorcery or whatever it's called. The one that lets her use her powers without provoking. Been meaning to for a while. I just keep pushing it back.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Go for a stun. Actually, can we peel you off?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yes. Yes, we took that lion down. Refocus Pask. Damage debuff on Alpha.
Running binary override.
Kill zone set. Boo. But fine. Reset dodge zone. Or not. Still can't rotate. Ow. Ow. Thank you, Yurliet. Keep pouring it on.
if I must.
We'll shut down the weaker ones first. Oh yeah, that's gonna be way easier. But we will in your sights on the main one. Now Valen can finish the one on the right.
I'll make it happen.
He'll make it happen.
Who, if not me?
And yeah, let's go back to trimming the main. Nice, nice. Abby, doing great, bud. Just hang tight.
At your beck and call.
Oh. Really got to bump up that weapon skill. But, you know, important thing is he held. He was very successful at his primary purpose. And we have no shortage of DPS characters backing him up, so not like we're really hurting there. Oh my. My molecular cohesion.
High momentum.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
And time for the Alpha Strike.
On it. It's as good as done.
Oh, not quite there. Okay.
If I may.
The undesired note.
And we're good. Nicely done, Pask. I'm actually kind of shocked we made it through that with no injuries. Very nice. Especially considering we were like one bad roll from that
Keep
whole
your
thing
wits
falling
about
apart
you.
every step of the way. Alright, let's circle back around. Check out that rebel base. Oh, for goodness sake. Abby, come on, bud. I will say this is the main reason I took Biomancy. Almost purely for the convenience of patching environmental injuries. It was either that or return to the ship every time we flub a check.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Ooh, yeah. This looks vaguely familiar. We'll obviously set up on this rooftop. Let me just clear this guy.
Fate and fortune favor the bold. Your arrogance will be your
right, yep.
downfall.
Are you ready to die?
We don't have the benefit of our stacks yet. Fair enough. Let's get ourselves set. We have two potential approaches. We'll get Abby on right in that choke point, and then have Pass kind of camp out over here. He's slightly more versatile. Sniper rifle and axe. Snipers and range support will stay up top. Pick off the heavies on approach. So Abby right, Pass left. We'll get him out to that corner there, I think. Cass and Adira just kind of floating. Really wish there was more cover up here. But we'll make do with what we've got. Let's thin him out.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
We'll go for this cluster first. Ripper will survive, the others won't. Spillover should kill at least one or two more. Heavily armed in back. Sharpshooter up top. Diversionist, far corner. Like 2 turns out, no big deal. Ripper, combat servitor. Light him up.
Be gone.
Oh. Nice, nice. Got the guy on the antenna. So 4 out, 2 dinged. Let's set zones.
On it.
Pask is up. Let's clear these two.
Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is...
Nice, nice. I might actually lean Pask into grenades, now that we don't have Argenta running with us. It's more reliable than plasma guns at this point. Like, I really want the plasma gun to work, but... my goodness, that overheat damage is killer now. Still thinking on it. Not a huge deal just yet. To a certain extent, I suppose I just feel like it might kind of match his modus operandi. You know, Techspert. Cass up with a full turn. Let's start trimming priority targets. Can we pull people out of cover? Preferably the sharpshooter. No, line of sight's way too wonky here. Fair enough. Let's try this. Oh, okay, well that is not what I was going for.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Alright, Val. I'm sure you've got this. How are we looking on 2 hits? Oh, that's not bad. Nice. Not quite enough to get it done, but very, very close. Oh, in fact, Adira's got it. Guaranteed kill plus spillover.
Anything else?
Yes, I would like you to blow this man's mind.
Was that you? Or...
Yeah, that's fine. He's dead. The poison will do it. Oh,
You
goodness.
will pay an even greater price.
Alright, chill out, Yurliet. It was 2 damage. Val is up. Let's get heavy.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen.
That laser slightly stung. I am mildly inconvenienced by this cauterized wound through my body. I'm still mildly inconvenienced.
Hold
I love how understated the reactions are.
Time to slaughter someone!
Keep up the good work. Really, really doing your guys proud over there. Let's drop some bounties. Heavy's an easy kill. Diversionist after. Oh, right, we still have this Ripper here, too. But I'm not too worried about him. We'll also set an easy bounty just to get things going. Nice. Now the heavy. And now the diversionist.
If it serves your cause.
Out of my way!
Ripper on the move, but stop just short, as predicted. Abby pushing up. He'll hold them on the ramp here.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Actually, maybe we'll bring him all the way down. Yeah, why not? Just needs to hold their attention.
My ears are ringing.
Scared yet?
Not really. Oh, hey, look at that. You actually dinged up your Liet a little. Good for you. Let's rip and tear.
Function successfully
Nice.
terminated.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Pull. Lovely. No, we'll just go hammer time. I was kind of hoping we could pull off some shenanigans with elevated AoE, but no, it's just safer to do this.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Very nice. Ooh. Sure, why not? Nailed it.
Follow my lead.
Bonk. And hold. Let's slap a zone down for good measure. Let's get buffs on Pask.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Rip her out. And Valen. Oh, nice.
On it. It's as good as done.
Your Liet's about to pop this guy, so I don't know if we really need to stack on top of that. We'll just start cleaning up around the edges.
Another enemy down.
Here we go.
I'm here, maggot.
Oh.
Help me, Lord Captain!
Oh my. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting a mook to inflict that kind of damage. Sorry about that, Cassie. I'll get you patched momentarily.
I hear you moving. No more.
Diversionist out. Servitor next. Hold their attention.
It will be done. At your beck and call. Ready here. Sure hand.
Trim the stray. Oh, or not. All right, okay. Cass, you want to fall back, maybe?
Emperor, give me strength.
Hold on.
Nice. Now this guy.
Another foe painted black.
Walk it off. Adira moving up.
Will do.
Not quite enough. Starting to lose track of who's got what buffs. But we're almost done.
I don't need luck. I have strategy. Hold still.
I'm grateful.
I'll make it happen. Who if not me?
This tedium is beneath me.
Nice. Die, please. Oh, right, you guys. Hey, what's up? Man, I feel like you're a little late to the party here, but sure, why not? Stop, my kin. It is me! Sorry, Earliet, I really don't think that's going to sway them. Eldari are notoriously elfish.
My vow is to serve.
Operative ult should be an auto hit. I certainly hope so, otherwise this is definitely missing.
Activating force mode sacred.
Yes, nice.
End here.
So now that one's an easy kill. Pull.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
No luck. Let's get the snipers on him.
Another soul slips
Nice.
beyond the veil.
That's one out. Other one's melee, so no rush.
But of course. On it.
And here he comes.
I will not fail the craft world.
That is a very interesting place to stop your movement. Let's see how that works out for you.
I'll make it happen.
Oh, wow. I think that's the first time we've ever completely burned through our magazine. Alright, well, death deferred. Just as well, I suppose. We'll let Yurliet take it.
If it serves your cause.
At least this way, she can't accuse us of killing her kin.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
And we're good. Alright, folks. Unfortunately, we're going to have to call it there because we are pushing the hour mark, but I'm feeling pretty good about that balance. You know, things did run a little long on this last fight, but it was also the most elaborate of the three, especially with that extra round of reinforcements right at the end. Not that they really did much to us, you know, our sniper-heavy squad made short work of them. That said, we'll hit the pause button for now. We'll take care of the usual off-screen bookkeeping. And we will pick up here next time for what should hopefully be a slightly more evenly balanced episode. I know we've got some story pending and some more combat queued up, so I'll see you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EV23, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.
My path won't end here.